Okay. Let's see. Vanguard. We're going to play Vanguard in randoms. I happen to like this ship, but there are a lot of people that don't. Let's talk about why. There's a lot of people that don't like Vanguard. We'll come back and take this lightning request in a minute, Electric. When Vanguard was first released, most people dismissed her because her armor scheme is very soft. She does not hold up well in like battleship on battleship duels. This is really bad matchmaking for this ship, okay? I'm bottom tier. Now, I'm not useless, but I have to play smart, let's say. But Vanguard has some things going for her that I think a lot of folks misunderestimate, to quote George W. Bush. One of those is she's fairly accurate. I look at this ship as kind of the prototype of where they eventually landed with the British battlecruiser guns, because this ship predates the British battlecruiser line. So she has the standard kind of British battleship HE. Her AP is fairly punchy, and the ship is fairly accurate. In exchange for that, she's not that tough, right? She does get the super heal. This is really handy, right? I have essentially the British light cruiser, British cruiser super heal. So that means if I get, this is a ship that if I take a fire, I'll just let it burn. I just don't care. Fire damage and flood damage in World of Warships is 100% repairable. Every point of it you can get back. Citadel damage is only repairable up to a certain percentage. So when you take Citadel damage, you got to be smart. But taking fire and flood damage is less of a problem for a ship like this. Vanguard is not a ship wants to brawl. Vanguard wants to kick back at long range, preferably no closer than medium range. Say, 10 kilometers or more is uncomfortable. 10 kilometers or closer is uncomfortable in a Vanguard. You want to be farther away than that for sure. But if you fight at mid range, man, life feels pretty good. And the base range on these guns is, look at this, is 20 clicks. Let's see if I can. The other thing is that the AP is fairly punchy. If that Moskva goes bow in and I led the shells right, I won't do much to him. But it's possible if he turned a different way. Nope, I overshot him. See, I'm happy to get in a duel with this guy. He can do this with me all day long because I'll just heal off that fire damage. I just don't care. I think I'm a little behind him. If memory serves, these shell velocities are a little slow on the way down. I might have led those decently, though. Let's see. Okay, we cut a little clip damage out of it. I'll take it. But, like, this is exactly the kind of range that Vanguard does not mind getting into. Oh, really? This guy's bold. Look at him. He's barely moving. That is bold. I should have led them a little more than I did, but I might still get a good hit. Yep. Bingo. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of thing that Vanguard can do. And a lot of folks don't understand that about this ship, and they think she's crap. And she's not crap at all. You just have to understand, the guns you're dealing with. Oh no, Vanguard does not like getting into long-range duels. Vanguard doesn't like fighting other battleships. She hates fighting other battleships because they will dunk her given half a chance. But fighting other cruisers, she's really good at that. She loves fighting cruisers. And at longer ranges, like I'm going to take a pot shot at this Colombo here in a sec. I don't mind that either, just because, fine. Although I bet his SAP will do mean things to me. I also am betting I can heal most of that back. Yeah, dunk that Akazuki for me, would you? Come on. What are you doing, Colombo? We're going to try that. Who was that? Dennis! Welcome in! I'm a little behind him still. The velocity on these shells is just a little worse than I thought. Yeah, not a great salvo there. Not a great one. The other thing is that if they go bow into you, I can always just change to the HE. Ooh, I should have gunloader expert or whatever it is on this boat, and I don't have it. Our gearing just got absolute... Oh, no, their gearing just got absolutely dunked by somebody. Oop. Columbo's turning. I should have kept the AP in the barrel. Well, we're going to hit him with the HE here as he goes by. You got to treat this ship like a British battlecruiser and the fact that you're going to switch ammo types fairly regularly. Okay. We should be able to easily push this now. We get rid of this Columbo, we're going to be able to easily push this cap. Alright, how new? Let me get all my turrets turned here. Let's see if we can kill this Columbo. We really need to kill this guy while he's low. If we let him get to another heal, we're going to regret our life choices. He needs to die. You've so got to die. Excellent. Messina? What the hell is a Messina? What the hell? Okay, Orkon, Halnu, Moskva, none of these ships frighten me overly much. We're going to get up here and see if we can dunk the Howden. Yep, there he is. Keep that turn. Hold that turn, buddy. See if I led those right. Get down, shells. Let's go. Get down, shells. Bam! That's what we're talking about. Her Majesty says... Her Majesty's Royal Navy says hello. You Dutch scallywag.
The ship is on fire.
I just don't care about the bomb hits and fires because I will 100% just heal it all back. Oh no. Look, guys, I have to push my fancy heal.
Torpedoes, direct front.
The Howden's AP actually hits pretty decently. But so does mine. Alright. We're tight on ships, but we're not doing so hot in a lot of other ways. I like that my guns are staggered at this point. It gives this Howden some bad choices. If I that salvo was not led correctly. Your AP loses its punch at this range, my dude. We got to kill these cruisers. I hate chasing these guys to the ends of the earth, but if we don't, we're gonna be here. Like, we've got to dunk these guys. They have to die. Oh, good. The Colbert's getting in on this action. Let's go. That second salvo looks pretty good. I hit him. I just didn't hit him that hard. I'm trying to drop one through his deck here, but it's not that easy. Stay on him, Colbert. We're going to get him. Yeah, his deck armor, I think, is just too stinking good. I think the Colbert is going to have to burn him down. Looks like the Colbert's got him. We're going to get back on the Howden here. Stay on him, Colbert. I got to get my stern turrets around. There we go. All right, Moskva bought it. I'm not sure where the Orcon effed off to, but unfortunately, we've sort of left our team to die over here, which makes me a little sad. Okay, yeah, we need to go back here. I'm going to cut back towards mid. While I do that, I need to keep shells going out on this Howden. We got to kill this clown. Well, Matthew, I apologize. King of the Sea this year is scheduled essentially at the worst time possible. That's what I was saying at the top of the stream. You might have missed it. It's cool. Basically, Zath was out last weekend. I'm out this weekend. He's out next weekend. And so, like, it just, there's no weekend that lines up that the two of us, that the tournament is running, that will both be available. I think he may try and cast with Puddin'. I don't know. I don't know. That might actually hurt. I do not want to get in a gunfight with a Massachusetts. Pretty please. That would make me very, very sad. Oh, hey, what up, Warcon? Man, my turret traverse is killing me right now. Come on, guns. Okay, we're gonna put some yeah, let's put some AP. Now let's leave the AP in the barrel. Okay, let's pick up the speed. We're tight on ships. We're not in terrible shape here. What is this mass doing? He's dead. Perfect. I love everything that just happened. I do not want to get in a brawl with an Izumo. However, I don't mind throwing shells at him. Yep, he's turning. That's exactly the kind of shot we want. Good pins. Good full pins there. Love everything that just happened. Please don't murder me. Okay, he's dead. All right, so they're down to 3 destroyers and a Napoli. I'm not ready to use that heal just yet. And we have a gearing chasing our carrier. What in the actual hell is happening in this game? This is such a weird game. They're so oddly dispersed everywhere. All right. I'm in a position where... Let me help with the Napoli. And then I'm going to go help the gearing. If the Hornet can keep him lit, we can probably put him off the board. Napoli's reversing. Gearing's out of smoke. Yep, there he is. Oh, the gearing's on 1,000 HP. Just kill that guy. Holy crap. Napoli's reversing. Okay, I'm not going to have good shots here. Schlieffen takes 2. Oh my god, how's this guy still alive? Napoli takes a couple of torpedoes there. All right, Gearing buys it. Gearing a Schlieffentorp. That is a riot. What the hell just happened? That is so funny. All right, Napoli's coming out from behind the island. He's still flooding in there. Let's see if we can dunk him. That looks pretty good. What the F just happened?
Enemy cruiser destroyed. Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Orcon versus Jaeger is a problem, but I cannot be everywhere at once. I've got to kill this Howden. You're telling me the Jaeger is down south. Our Minnesota is on 320 hit points, ladies and gentlemen. It's fine, my dude. I have 3 heals left. Bomb me all you like. What in the actual hell?
On fire. Enemy cruiser sunk.
Well, Vanguard's a survivor, I suppose. I don't know why our Lo Yang won't go deal with him, but whatever. The enemy Jaeger has 100% got the red haze craze here. Look at this guy. The Lo Yang and I are playing the objectives. I don't think these guys can win at this point, but it's not going to stop them from trying. Ooh, he got dunked. That hit hard. All right, well, those are basically blind shots. We'll see what happens. We get up here in cap, we can probably still pull this out. These guys can't afford to get lit again. The Jaeger and the Gearing died so far out of position. I'm just not convinced they can win this game as long as we play smart. The Orcon is close.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
You crazy son of a bitch.
Oh, wow, look at this guy. He's been waiting for me.
Breach. We're taking on water.
He's literally right here. What up, my dude? Wow, that's ballsy. Stupid, but ballsy. Because I had HE loaded, and that means you dayed. Your torpedoes don't hit me that hard, my dude. Okay, that's the game. The Orcon should never have stayed. That was 100% a mistake. I have 45,000 hit points. No, that should never have happened. They might have had a way to sneak that game back, but not after that. Not against British Battleship HE. If I have HE in the barrel, that guy's lucky he doesn't just explode.
Torpedoes astern. Torpedoes astern.
You're in a stern chase now, my dude.
Torpedoes astern.
You'll never catch me now. I'll just run from you for the rest of eternity. We would have won that game in another 6-7 seconds anyway. Yeah, he would have been better off picking a fight with the other destroyer. Like, he probably could have just straight up killed the other destroyer. And he was trying. Once the radar went up, he knew where I was. That let him fire his torpedoes. Of course, the radar also tells me he's close. Radar in that case is information in both directions. That's challenging, right? And it tells me as soon as I see the torpedoes, put the brakes on. He's not going to get a depth strike on me. Even if all 5 of them hit, he's not depth striking me. That's a good game. Tough game, though. Their destroyers played really, really, really well. And apparently, ours didn't. I've got a CAG and a Vamp Deuce down at the bottom. That's rough. I don't even know what happened on the other side of the map. That Howden Liu and the Orcon. The Orcon's going to get one of these. These guys, this dude and the Jaeger getting the red haze craze, honestly, I think cost him the game. I think if that guy and the gearing was low enough on HP, maybe not, I don't know what, but the Jaeger had tons of HP until that last bomb drop. If he's playing up near the caps, I'm in trouble. He could probably just wipe me out, right? But with him playing on the bottom of the map so he can kill the carrier, that was one of those games that's close enough that you have to make, in my opinion, when you're playing a destroyer, you got to make smart decisions about what's going to win my team the game. Some people play for their own personal XP result, and that's fine, but you get more XP if you win. So focus on the win, and you'll always get more XP, right? But I think that game's a good example of the things that Vanguard does pretty well, right? She doesn't mind dunking cruisers. The HE is quite serviceable. I need to rebuild the captain and put the goofy shell changing skill on her because you'll do that all the time in this boat, right? But the AP is punchy at most ranges that a lot of British battleships cannot even contemplate, right? You said Liberty Harbor, and it reminded me I haven't even been over here tonight. I could have been working on these.